my mom, Rachel Steinberger, right away, my name is Michael Steinberger. I'm her son, and I live here and take care of her. So through this COVID, my mom, as many of the people you are entertaining, have really suffered tremendously because of the so-called social distancing. Because for them, the severance from the norm was much more extreme than for most of us, because their prior norm was limited to start with. In her case, she would go to the JCC 3 times a week. That was important. She would go shopping, to the cooking. And so all those things came to a halt. And so her world, her whole universe is the apartment. And that created a real issue for her cognitive equilibrium. And her cognitive equilibrium really suffered tremendously through the COVID. And so we were engaged with several doctors about what we can do to help to mitigate the situation. And we've talked to some very important doctors, one of which happens to be actually a memory psychiatrist. And what everyone said is that what we need to do is try and find events and things that would stimulate the brain, and that's a big challenge. We're not an institution. I work and I live here, and it's all that I can do to try and come up with things. And I did it to the best of my ability. But what I told you in the email, and I'll repeat today, is that your program, and I mean this sincerely, this is not to butter anybody up, it's singularly the most important instrument in her life today in terms of stimuli. First of all, it's engaging. Second, I can tell you that she talks about this program all week. She looks forward to it. There's nothing else that she looks forward to. For example, I'll put movies on for her on the iPad. She doesn't look forward to that. She doesn't even ask for it. I have to suggest it. And so this program was really a lifesaver. And I commend you for amazing work. It was a great idea, whoever's idea this was. And again, I repeat myself, as I said in the email, this was singularly the most important stimulus that we have been able to engage her with. And in Hebrew, we say yasher koach, which means give you strength. And so you guys should go from strength to strength. You should be able to keep this up as long as you can. I know that it's dependent on people funding this. And so the people who are funding this need to keep doing it, because it works, and it's really, really important for the elderly. And we're talking about here a Holocaust survivor. So I get choked up a little bit. So if we don't do it for the Holocaust survivors, what do we do it for? So, Godspeed.